Hi, Brian Mahon, founder of Igloo Insurance, where we offer transparent risk advice to business owners and families. Whether you're laying concrete, running electrical, or managing full-scale builds, this video is for you. Today, we're covering everything you need to know about contractors insurance so you can protect your business and keep projects moving forward. We'll discuss major exposures, the top key must-have coverages, and some optional coverages to consider, as well as the top mistakes contractors make buying business insurance and some of the top carriers in the space. So let's dive in. So what are the major exposures? First, you can consume job site injuries for you or your crew or third parties. Trips, falls, falling objects, wear and tear on the human body happens over time. There's also property damage to be worried about, both due to the job site and to surrounding structures. Maybe you trip and have an accident working in a customer's home, or a piece of equipment like a crane or a hoist malfunctions and damages property. Tool and equipment losses. People love to steal tools. I actually had a toolbox stolen outside of my vehicle before. Or even just tools and equipment getting damaged. Sometimes you can, drive a backhoe into a ditch and break it, right? Contractual liability, especially on larger projects where you might run into financial losses from really just signing contracts you can't deliver on, whether it's on accident or not. There's also driving exposures and auto liability, right? Your trucks are often your second office, with phone calls often taken while driving, coordinating crews, pulling trailers and heavy loads increase the likelihood of an accident. So the top coverages you'll need are, of course, general liability insurance, basic coverage for any third-party claims of property damage and bodily injury. It's the foundation and often required before you step on site or even sign a lease, potentially for an office space. Workers' compensation protects your crew and keeps you compliant with state laws. It also can help you get protected from lawsuits related to job site injuries. If you're a single person LLC, there are some reasons you might not need workers' comp, but generally in the construction industry, you need it. Also, commercial auto, right, covers your vehicles, whether it's just a single pickup truck or a full fleet. Don't assume your personal auto covers business use, because often it can be excluded. So check your personal auto policy. It's also inland marine, kind of a weird name, but super important. It covers tools and equipment that travel to job sites, whether they're either in transit, on site. Installation floaters can also be included in inland marine. Can be important for larger batches of materials that you're transporting to a job site in your possession, whether you own the materials or maybe your client owns them or purchased them. Last one we'll mention is contractors E&O. This is often overlooked. It's errors and omissions, right? This protects against claims of faulty workmanship or missed deadlines. Can be especially important for general contractors or architects, engineers, kind of design build firms, right? Few special coverages to consider. I wouldn't consider these, must-have right-away needs, but definitely ones to consider as you grow and get larger. So if you're looking for next-level protection, you might want to consider builder's risk, which covers materials and labor on incomplete projects kind of during the initial building phase, right? And then once the project is complete, the owner of that building gets, a building insurance for themselves. But as it's being built, often a builder's risk policy has to be put in place. Umbrella liability, right? That extends your liability limits, maybe workers' comp, auto, general liability. If you're looking to do municipal or state work, often with a $5 million or $10 million limit, could be a requirement, which isn't cheap. The next one, employment practices liability. This is an HR manager's best friend. It helps if you're ever accused by a third party or an employee of discrimination, harassment, sexual harassment, wrongful hiring, wrongful firing, wage and hour disputes. Particularly construction, a lot of firms like to pay a different rate while guys are commuting to a site versus while they're on a site. So that could cause some issues there. Cyber insurance is another one to consider. Yeah, you might still be able to go to the job sites with your clipboard and your pen and your tools and your truck without email or technology. But really, any legitimate business typically has a website, social media, QuickBooks, email, Fraud, ransomware, phishing scams are still applicable in the construction industry. Pollution liability. This covers you for financial losses arising from pollution-related damages, both on-site and off-site. So it can cover cleanup costs, defense costs that you're responsible for polluting a waterway or soil. Maybe tools or equipment leaked oil or gas. Maybe there was sediment runoff or dust or PFAS. What is a pollutant is fairly broad in nature. The common mistakes and pro tips for purchasing contractors insurance. Number one is really just buying coverage based off price alone. I mean, you get what you pay for in the insurance industry, so you might save a few bucks today, but pay thousands later if coverage is too limited or a claim gets denied. Another common mistake is not disclosing subcontractors. These carriers need to know if you're hiring subs, or you could face coverage denials or really expensive audits down the road where you get kind of hit with an unexpected bill. Mistake number 3 is ignoring policy exclusions. Always read the fine print. If you're working with a reputable broker, they should be aware of these things like residential work exclusions, kind of tract home exclusions, snowplow exclusions if you're in the landscaping world. Again, pollution, professional liability, heights limits. So a lot of carriers might write a roofer, but only up to 1 story or 2 stories. So that can get dicey if you win a big job. You don't want to say no to work, right? Partner with an agent who specializes in construction risk. We know the language and the contracts and the traps to avoid. Oftentimes they'll help you get to the right carrier. Not all carriers are created equal when it comes to contractors. Here's some, I often recommend both national and regional. The regional guys, in my area at least, I'm in Pennsylvania, Erie, Selective, Donegal, Goodwill, Mutual. Often they have the most competitive pricing and coverage and service with local claims adjusters and underwriters nearby, which helps. Some of the national carriers in the construction space, Travelers, might be great for large, mid-sized contractors with customizable options. Liberty Mutual has a strong inland marine and GL and work comp offering for contractors. The Hartford's okay for smaller contractors or specialty trades. Landscapers, workers' comp, they do well. So if you have any questions about insuring your specific contracting business, we'd love to help. Reach out to me below at Igloo Insurance. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a tip that could save your business thousands in the future. Thank you so much.